We're on. Welcome everybody to the 5th episode of the Slowcast, and today we have Peterscraps on for an interview.
Hey!
Hey, Peter.
Fuck off. Angela.
Yeah. Of course I had to do that like once.
You got away with it.
I got away with it because
I'll let you.
the
I'll
entire
let you just this time.
the entire world saw it, so you can't fight back.
God damn it.
All right, so have you looked at the interview questions, the updated ones?
Yes, I've got the spreadsheet up now.
All right, so we have a list of interview questions, and if you want to go live with us, you can type questions in the chat, and we can answer them live. So, are you ready?
Let me just announce this because I didn't think of that.
Oh. Do I get a special role or something?
No. I'm
I still like
live with Slowking answering.
Slow cunt.
Yeah, okay, slow cunt then.
I still like my little shit role.
I do too.
It's green, so I'm happy.
There you go. I'm not atting everyone or hearing everyone, but people generally look at announcements when the thingy goes white.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, let's go.
All right, so first question. This isn't really a question; it's a request. Will you sing the Peterscraps jingle again?
You can't get enough of a British banter. It's Peterscraps. Peterscraps.
Beautiful. Just as much cringe as the original.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Oh, fuck.
Is the Storytime channel on Discord the big project with Soundsmith? Is that really?
You couldn't be more wrong, honestly. Storytime was upon request of a couple of people who wanted to tell stories and wanted a text channel to do so, and it's been very successful. As for the big project, in my original video, what I was referring to was, I might as well say it because the project's dead in the water at this point, but what was going to happen was me and Soundsmith were going to make a series, a story series, if you will, and the main focus of it, at the time at least, was that Wacky Maps was going to play a big role in it. We were going to be the great adventurers, and that never really got out of the water. However, what it has now turned into is the Pyro Shark event. So the Pyro Shark video is now the big project. It wasn't originally, but the Pyro Shark video basically did exactly what the big project was going to do in every single way. It's a story, it's a big collaboration. Soundsmith had a huge part in this. During one of the skits, it's going to have a couple cameos from some big people. It's basically the same thing. And hopefully the Pyro Shark video will be out by next week.
Hooray.
It won't be the full video. That's the annoying part. It's only going to be part 1 of 3, hopefully.
3? Oh, yeah. Storytime part 3. There are 3 parts, yeah.
Yeah, 3 parts. And at the end of that, I'm going to upload the Great Pyro Shark Arms Race as the entire thing, which is probably going to be like a 20 to 30 minute episode.
Nice. You just segued into my next question, so... Because I said next, is the Pyro Shark video part of it?
Yes. Yes, it wasn't originally, but it is. It is now. It's in fact the main thing.
Nice. Okay, have you ever considered or considering getting a Patreon, or does it not matter as much to you?
I've been considering getting a Patreon for the past half year now, but something's always stopped me.
Is it like guilt?
I guess it is. I guess it is. See, the problem is I don't really have anything to offer on Patreon, so I mean, Patreon rewards would be extremely limited. and I guess I feel like I don't really deserve it because I upload so sparingly and just
Yeah.
just weird. I can't do Patreons per video either. It's a very awkward situation where I don't feel like I should put up a Patreon unless I'm bringing out consistent content, but I'm not.
Yeah.
However, merch, on the other hand, I would consider selling. In fact, I'm getting that sorted out because I do want to sell merch. People have expressed interest in donating to me or donating to a Patreon or buying merch, especially in the I61 video. People are like, "Hey, I want that shirt," so I should provide some way.
Yeah. I made an unofficial shirt with a catchphrase on it.
Fair enough. I mean, the shirt that I wore to I61 was exclusive to I61, and maybe at I63 next year, I'll tape over the I61 and add a 3.
That would be a good one. Yeah, I'd buy it.
I spent 10 quid on that shirt for a fucking joke. It was a good joke, though. Yeah, worth every penny.
Yes. A very good joke.
It meant people could recognize me without actually seeing my 200 subscriber face reveal.
Yeah. Demo Night actually asks now, I63 in 63 seconds, question mark?
Of course. There's going to be an I60 something in 6 something seconds for pretty much every year from when I go, or as long as I'm still in the community, those videos will still be made. That is an official series now.
Nice. Peterscraps official series.
Official series.
It has the...
I've had a stab at making other series, but it's never really sort of taken off.
Yeah.
Oh, Basil's in chat.
Peter's stamp of approval. Oh, Basil. Peter is small, like really short.
He's so easy to pick up. Oh, why are you so heavy for a short person?
I just remember that one part during the video. Oh, you're super.
I didn't know what to say to that, so I just said, "Oh, I'm a short person."
Catchphrase.
Not the best thing to say.
No, yeah. No. So I got past all the. If you don't get a Patreon and stuff, will you do like trades of voice lines and audio files for like refine your keys?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, no. If you don't get a Patreon, will you ever do like voice lines, audio files, or like trade items for refine your keys?
Trading items, I used to trade, but I stopped that a while ago. And as for voice lines, there's kind of this unwritten rule between YouTubers that if you request that someone does like voice lines, generally it's polite. Like collaborations, doing voice lines, it's kind of just something nice to do for someone else. You never pay someone. Like, I'm not a voice actor. I don't do this for a living. So if someone says, "Oh, hey, can you do a voice line for me? I'm trying to make a mod," or "Can you do a voice line? I'm making a model," or "Can you do a voice line so you can appear in my video?" I'll do it because it's quick, it's easy, and it can help someone out a lot.
That is honestly a completely different response than what I had thought of.
There's not much I can do for money apart from do merch, so I'll get on that, I guess.
I mean, that would make sense. With merch, it's like a direct just payment.
Although, funnily enough, if I were to do merch, I can't think of another TF2 YouTuber who's done merch.
I can't think of any either, surprisingly.
What would a TF2 YouTuber do for merch? I mean, I can imagine, like, say, if you had an Uncle Dane t-shirt, it would have his NG. But for Peterscraps, I never originally had a loadout. That's why people would ask me for a loadout, because they want to do me an SFM, which is why I got the SFM model. But
you're a medic.
I wanted to have a distinguishing mascot, as it were.
Yeah.
You know, something different from TF2, so that if I ever did leave the TF2 community, I wouldn't be branded with my loadout.
That makes complete sense. You mostly have branched off from TF2 multiple times, and that's what makes you a little bit more different.
I would say that I have done other videos other than TF2, but I always come back to TF2.
Yeah.
And there is also another sort of unwritten stigma that if you're a TF2 YouTuber, you can never leave. I mean, just take the vlog, for example. It was loosely related to TF2, but that still got 10,000 views. And, you know, I can relate to that. Like, that was a vlog. Not everyone's interested in vlogs. I know I wasn't, so I was trying to make this vlog a little different. Trying to spice it up a bit. Spicy.
It was different enough that I really enjoyed it.
Thanks. But
let's move on.
If videos that aren't TF2 on a TF2 channel generally don't do that well, and that's Muzilk. I know I'm segueing away from this interview quite a lot, but I'll say that Muzilk.
That's the point of the interview.
Muzilk himself, he understood that. He understood that TF2 and Overwatch were sort of nemesis, and if he wanted to branch away from TF2, he couldn't do what other TF2 YouTubers did and branch away suddenly or completely change their channel, because then he would die in the water before he ever got a chance to become an Overwatch YouTuber. So he transitioned slowly, and I saw this from the very first part. He made an Overwatch video every 2 weeks, then it was every 1 week, then it was 2 times a week, then it was 3 times a week, and then eventually TF2 started becoming the one that was once a week, 2 week, and then 3 weeks, and now I can't remember the last time Muzilk did a TF2 video.
I think it was the Rancho Relaxo 2017 one. That's all I remember.
Nah, he did one. He did another one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
especially,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Muzilk will come back once the update comes.
Yeah, like almost everybody will come back once the Pyro update comes out.
My one fear is that the Pyro update will come out in November. I'd hate it if the Pyro update came out in November, because then I'd have absolutely no chance of making a video on it.
Yeah. And then it would interfere with Screen Fortress. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, people are saying, oh, but what if it came out on TF2's birthday? Then, nice, I guess. That would be nice, but I feel like that won't happen. And then other people are saying, oh, it'll come out as a Scream Fortress update. No, that'll clash so horribly with Halloween. Oh, maybe it'll come out as the Christmas update. No, this is an independent update. It won't be tied in with seasonal events.
Oh, what if it comes out next year?
What if it comes out next year? Which is what I believe. It'll come out next year.
A lot of people are speculating for the birthday one.
A lot of people are, but I don't believe it will.
I'm having my hopes up that it'll be good.
Don't. Expect nothing, get nothing. That's what I say.
True. I mean, I'm just hoping for something new. Just
if you expect the update's going to come out on a particular day and it doesn't, then your hopes will be dashed and your feelings will for nothing.
Yeah.
Same with YouTube. Like, if you start a YouTube channel and you expect that you'll get 1,000 subscribers within the first month, don't do that. You'll just set yourself up for disappointment. And if you do get it and you didn't expect it, then it's a pleasant surprise. Yeah. Expect nothing, and if anything comes, then it's a pleasant surprise. I have that sort of philosophy.
Wow, that's basically my YouTube career as well.
Try your best.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Every year or so I change up.
Fair enough.
Next question is, why did you make your YouTube channel? Was there like a driving force behind it or anything?
I'm not... Basil's going to appreciate this. I know he's in chat.
Yeah, Basil's in chat.
Just because I wanted to.
Wow. Just because you wanted to.
There is. I know there's more to that, but Basil get what that means, because as soon as yeah, he's in chat saying, oh. Because as soon as the Pyro Shark video comes out, the next video that's going to come out is Basil, I shit you not, laughing for about an hour just because I said just because I wanted to. After I said, it was.
That would be great. A great video.
I said to him, why do you think I wanted to start YouTube? And he said, I don't know, just because I wanted to. He laughed for about an hour.
Oh, I just want to I just want to do YouTube. Just do it.
I think the Basil laughing for more than 10 minutes is going to be a fun video. Because I can listen to the raw file of him just laughing, and it's entertaining in and of itself.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there were remixes that came out of that.
Oh, like Basil laughing the remix? That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I should play around with that idea.
Or it's blended with like old memes, like We're Number One and All Star and stuff.
Well, maybe I should explain. I can't remember what specifically made me want to do YouTube. I remember before I was 10 years old, I wanted to do YouTube. Watching shitty channels like Ray William Johnson and PewDiePie, but ultimately the idea of having a community of people that sort of... It was a claim to fame that was from the ground up. Let's just say that.
Oh.
And as I got older, I found that it's not just because of that. You can genuinely make interesting videos, and then by the time I made my own channel, it was all about making the best videos I could.
Yeah, that's how it goes usually as you do YouTube videos more and more, just all the time. You just strive to get better eventually.
Yeah. And as a channel, you have to evolve. You always have to change. You always have to get with the times.
Yeah, that happens.
And there's not a better example than Epic Meal Time. I remember watching them when I was really young.
Mm-hmm. There's no better example than my channel, because about a year ago I did a complete switch from really bad skits to memes, and that sort of worked out. It took about a year or so. Alright, so next question is, what is your favorite Peterscraps video? Hello? Hello?
Am I allowed to go with a video that hasn't come out yet?
Sure. I thought you just...
Pyro Shark video.
Oh, yeah. The transition you posted on your second channel made me very excited.
That's just one part of the video. But the entire video itself I'm extremely proud of.
It just shows how hard you're working on it.
At certain points. But I would go with the Pyro Shark video.
Yeah. I thought you completely stopped talking for a second.
No, I have Discord sensitivity up so much that it can't really detect my voice when I'm whispering.
Oh. I think my microphone's way too quiet, so you're not the only one. Is there a reason, like, OBS hates you, that it, like, never records anything or just stops recording?
Well, I always blamed OBS, but the real problem was my capture card. See, when I built my computer, I had YouTube in mind, so I thought, oh, well, Elgato claims that the only way you can record videos is with their capture card technology that cost $140 fucking dollars. Yeah, don't ever buy anything from Elgato. They're a shitty scam company who sells products, who does the job of stuff that modern software can do, like Shadowplay and Plays.tv and OBS even. In fact, OBS is actually better at recording than my capture card was. I spent a year trying to find out what was causing the screen tearing on my videos, and I found out that once my capture card died, and I was using OBS instead of the capture card, that it was my capture card that was causing the screen tearing, because way too many frames were going into the capture card. So if my game was running at 300 FPS, then 5 or 6 tears would appear on the screen in one frame. Very complicated process, but basically how my capture card died was I uninstalled the software that was bundled with Elgato because they wanted me to use their software instead of using it with OBS. So when I uninstalled their software, it sent a kill command to my capture card.
Oh.
It's got a little piece of code in it that says if it uninstalls the program, then stop working, basically. And even if you reinstalled the software, then it wouldn't work again. So I've got a dead capture card. Not because it doesn't work anymore, just because the company doesn't want me to not use their software.
Well, I learned something new today.
Yeah, don't use a capture card.
All right.
Especially Elgato.
I'll take note of
The only thing they did good was they did have good encoding technology. Like the file sizes were small.
Yeah. That's pretty all right. All right.
But it doesn't make up for the screen tearing.
It does not. Just get a different one.
Look at any video from 5 months ago onwards, and you'll see that my video has screen tearing all the time.
Oh yeah, I think I kind of remember. Okay.
Like whenever there was a slow motion segment, you could see like 5 or 6 tears.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move on. What were your initial reactions to the Peterscraps meme, and what are they now?
Why the fuck does this exist, and why didn't I know about it? Also, who the fuck is he?
Who the fuck?
Why? You.
Me. Who the fuck
Just
is
seems.
me?
I don't know. I was very confused, but I was very humbled at the same time. Like, I've never been notified about this, so when I googled myself, yes, I googled myself, and I found that video. I was just like, what the fuck?
I was honestly, I didn't want to submit it to you through Twitter, and then Kazillionaire notified you, and I'm like, oh no.
He notified you, but I already knew about the video before that.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, I did. In fact, I added it to my playlist. I don't think you realized.
I did not realize. Was it the one where you were the featured collabs? Because I went through those playlists like a couple days ago for the interview.
No. I think I may have unlisted that playlist.
RIP. You still have your tribute videos up, the playlist
Yeah.
one.
That's basically any video where I was in it, but it wasn't part of a collab.
So basically, the Peterscraps meme. You were
Yeah, I'll let that.
Yeah, you were somewhat in it, like through stock images.
Oh, I'm gonna ask you a question now.
Sure.
How the fuck did you get that image? How? Like that was on my iPad. I never uploaded that to the internet. I took that picture in school using someone else's glasses. How did you get that picture?
You uploaded it through your Discord server when you created it that day.
So,
because I remember joining your Discord server the first day, and that was one of the images you posted.
So I did upload it to Discord, but it was just when I first created Discord, which was over a year ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah, because I just realized you can search your name and stuff all the way back.
Well, we got Discord search now. I am going to take a quick 2-minute break.
Like, are you gonna stay in the chat, or are you just gonna...
I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna be right back.
Alright. Don't trip. Alright, so, in the meantime, we will have this intermission. Sorry about that. We'll have an intermission for a second, so if you want to ask any questions, and I can add them to the document, just go into the Discord server in the link description, or you can ask them in chat, because I'm going back to ask chatting now. Alright, so I'm just reading the live chat now, because... Also, for the people who actually care about the Slowcast, I'm working on an MP3, just audio version of it. I'm trying to get it uploaded somewhere. I'm honestly not really sure I can get it uploaded somewhere, but I'm trying, so... Good one, Basil.
And I'm back.
You have returned. And
I have returned.
I just read through the live chat and it said you were vaping, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, everyone always points out when I vape.
I don't really think it's a bad thing, honestly. Who cares? It's not
Vape day show.
yeah. I got some I got some more questions and stuff from the live chat.
Yeah.
Oh geez, I scrolled down quite a lot. What's it like being a part of Blaperture Co. and have people ever asked if they could join Blap?
A lot of people ask if they can join Blaperture Co.
Boing.
But Blaperture Co. is more of a bit of a coalition. It's more of a friendship group. Wow, that makes it sound pansy. Fucking hell.
No, that makes perfect sense.
I think of it less of a clan and think of it more as a exclusive club.
Yeah.
That does things like charity streams and collaborations, and it's just a bunch of people who want to work together and who want to be unified under one name. Wow, that makes it sound really fucking authoritarian. Or communist, I don't know.
Oh wow, Sergeant Picklehead. He's gonna be happy about that.
Basically, whenever people ask if they can be in Blaperture Co., the automatic answer is no, because you don't ask. You just get put in.
You're just there now.
It's like a request, I don't know.
You can request, but you get denied always.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So it's a very exclusive club.
I guess. I don't really know the fundamentals or particulars of Blaperture because it wasn't organised by me, but
yeah,
as far as I know, it's
I think I also said that. How did you get involved in Blap? How did you join?
Well, I got requested to join by Timo, because I was a big YouTuber and I was friends with a lot of people who were already existing in Blaperture Co. So there was no real reason for me not to be in there. I was friends with them. I live in the EU, and
Communism.
Communism, yeah, I guess.
Yep. Let's just take this clip out of context. Communism.
The solution for all.
Yep.
Do not include that in the VOD.
Oh my gosh. Sergeant Picklehead's gonna be so happy that you...
The streamers have devolved into us just singing.
Oh, I don't really mind. I mean, that's what these, that's what they're for. To just devolve into stupidity.
I thought we were going to stay Stalinism then, but okay.
Stalinism.
Sergeant Picklehead.
Sergeant Picklehead. Sergeant Picklehead had a midlife crisis because you called him Sergeant Picklehead.
I knew I got that wrong, but for some reason I didn't re-record it.
No, like the second time, like after that became a meme. So, what happened was when, me, him, and a couple of friends were gonna go see the Emoji Movie for a meme, and,
fuck.
Yep. I didn't have to pay for tickets, so I'm happy. Picklehead was like, "Here, I'm buying all your tickets. Come with me." I'm like, "Sure, what up?" He says, Peterscraps said my name wrong, so, we're gonna make a second channel called Sergeant Picklehead. And I'm like, that's beautiful. Let's do it.
Wait, did you actually do that? I thought you just, like... I thought you Inspect Elemented that.
No, what actually happened was that I had a second channel that I actually used for YouTube and stuff. Like, watching videos and other things. And I just turned that into Sergeant Picklehead. And then that's me and Sergeant Picklehead's second channel. It's beautiful.
Nice.
I really don't put on that. How did your channel grow so fast over the course of a year and a half?
It didn't grow quickly. That's the thing. If you're
Um,
asking
yeah,
Soundsmith about that, then that would probably be his popular series. He's been quite consistent, unlike me. The main driving forces between my channel growth were mainly my viral videos, like for instance the Christian reading,
the Matt
the
Pat one,
early mod videos. In fact, I'll go through it now.
the late night randomizer, that one.
The late night randomizer was entirely just because I. Hang on, let me most viewed.
Let's honestly.
I'll go through my popular videos.
Oh yay! Let's.
Okay, do not let your kids play TF2. That was, without a doubt, a clickbait title. It really was. I mean, I wasn't lying because it was the title of the post. That video took 2 weeks to make, not because of the reading. It looks like a really shit video, but just because the captioning took a long time, like individually cropping.
Yeah.
The Matt Pat versus TF2 controversy. I tried to make that as good as possible, objective, and I also spent 2 weeks on that. That got popular because it was an in topic. It was quite controversial at the time.
And it was timed correctly.
Yeah, and I stand by everything I said in that video. Mods. I guess that's just because TF2 mods. Team Fortress 2D, that was an interesting and unique idea that no one had done before, and until I realized it wasn't, but, it was the best implementation. Late Night Randomizer featuring Muselk. Okay, I put featuring Muselk because Muselk was in the video, and that was at least half of the main focus of the video. People called me out for, clickbait.
I don't think that's clickbait.
Oh, because everyone thought that I had collaborated with Muselk.
I can actually see that, yeah.
But I didn't collaborate with him. If I was collaborating with him, I would put with Muselk.
Or just put finding Muselk afterward.
That's a little bit
long,
but yeah. The story behind that was I got drunk one night and I stayed up really late, as I do, and I saw Muselk's Twitter. He put out an IP, and so I joined the server. I had very high ping, and I thought, fuck it, I'll just record just to see what happens. And a lot of shit happened. Yeah. I don't know how I got in the second video, though. I-58 in 58 seconds. Whoa. 240,000 views.
Oh, wow.
Last time I checked, that video had about 60,000. I don't remember that being so popular. Me on Match is Fun, that was the original viral video. That was the video that got me over 1,000 subscribers. And then everything after that's just stupid shit.
Stupid shit and memes.
But basically every video that got popular had some form of reason.
I could probably see that.
But it was never consistent, and it still isn't. Some days I'm getting 15 subscribers a day, some days I'm getting 200. Just depends what I upload and when.
Yeah. Especially since your upload schedule isn't really as consistent as Soundsmith.
No. I'm hoping that the Pyroshark video, because I put a shitload of effort into this, I really, really hope that this gets more recognized than usual.
Yeah, I really hope it does as well. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. In fact, after this, as long as you keep the secret, I'll show you that unfinished version of the Pyroshark video.
Totally. Keep a secret. You can keep a secret in front of 10 people who are live watching the podcast.
I'm sure half of them have already watched anyway, so.
Yeah, probably half of them. Except for probably Demo Night, Yayo Boy, Sergeant Picklehead.
I'm pretty sure if I shared it with you, you'd share it with Sergeant Picklehead.
Probably not. Unless you wanted me to.
Ooh, you'd break his trust like that.
Probably not unless you wanted me to.
Maybe, we'll see. Anyway.
I mean, Sergeant Picklehead isn't as much in TF2 as I am. Okay, actually, I'm gonna have to take a break real quick as well. Just give me
All right.
Sing a song or something.
I'll read chat.
Okay, it's pretty much chaos.
I'll do anyway.
It's the most active chat I've had in a long time.
The reason, and Basil, the reason his uploads are so slow is that it takes him 3 weeks to get on his chair and then another month to reach his mouse and keyboard. I can't. I thought that was you calling me fat for a second, but no, it's short. Roasting Peter, shortness. Peter is too drunk to have a consistent schedule. I've actually cut down on my drinking quite a lot. It's way too expensive. A rendition of my outro. Shout out to Joe. And that's it. Let me type in chat. Oh no, someone left the stream. Can you guys hear me vaping?
Surprise! I am back.
If you watch the VOD, then just ignore that.
What?
Nothing.
I literally have no idea what you just said.
Just ignore everything I said. Let's
Okay,
move on.
alright, I'll rewatch that and see what you said. Alright, I'll just move on. I'll just move on to the next question.
Ignore chat as well.
Okay. Share it on the... Oh, I'm going back to read chat. But...
No, fuck you.
I just read chat. I don't think you'd want to fuck me. What is the story of the Peterscraps SFM model? Is it just you commission?
I got pissed off with the amount of people assuming I had a main class, because everyone who came up to me was like, "Oh, what do you main?" And I'm like, because clearly, okay.
Didn't you say you main?
That was.
You said that.
That was a lie. That was an up and out lie. Basically, people who wanted to make SFMs for me, which I can respect, wanted to know what my loadout was. What my main. They didn't say what my loadout was. They said, "What is your main class?" And I don't have a main class. I still don't. I never did have one. And what's your loadout? And when I said I didn't, they got really confused. I don't know why. Like,
somebody
doesn't. How can you not have a main class? How could this be?
What?
Everyone has a main class. It's the social norm. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, totally.
But
just
everyone, they insisted that I must have a loadout or a main class. They would not leave me alone until I said one. So I just said medic with whatever loadout I had.
I mean,
which was
probably your most iconic loadout.
It is my most iconic loadout because it's the only class which I have a distinguishable unusual on, and I do like medic. I did play him a lot. I have a backstory. He's the most mainy class.
Yeah.
I think I've already said the backstory, but basically, back when I was still under 18, my parents didn't like me playing shooting games, and so to get around that, I always played healing class. I always played medic, so that whenever they came up to my computer and accused me of playing a shooting game, I could say, no, I'm just healing everyone.
No, I'm just healing the guys that are shooting people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Also helped that I had none unusual, so...
Yeah.
But I've never identified with medic or my loadout or my class.
Yeah. Like, medic mains are just really in. Like, if you're not a medic main, you don't understand. It's mostly just in stuff.
I just find that I don't have a main, but I always go with the class that's lacking in a team. So, for instance, if there's a pyro lacking, I always go with pyro. If there's an engineer lacking, I always go with an engineer. I want to balance out the teams as much as possible. And more often than enough, medic is the most important part of a team, and he is quite often missing. So I always, at least 40 to 50% of the time, have to go medic.
I usually do that unless it's on a meme map, where I usually just go the 4th NG or the 4th spy. Everybody needs a 4th NG.
Everyone needs a 4th NG, goddamn.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't mind if there was 4 NGs, but goddamn, just build in a different place to each other, please.
Let's
Don't
build.
all have your stuff in the same place.
Let's build next to each other.
It's funny how everyone makes the same mistakes when they first get in the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this one demo is blowing up all our buildings at the same time with 2 sticky bombs. What should we do? Let's build next to each other again.
Let's just build more dispensers. Maybe then they'll
Spares are going up.
Maybe they'll heal our centuries. Haha. I feel bad that I'm laughing at my own joke.
Don't. I do it all the time.
Especially when I make videos.
Don't feel narcissistic. Or do. Who knows?
Alright.
You do you.
I do me, and sometimes it works. What is your connection with Chalky Boxes?
Chalky Boxes is a very talented artist. He made a bunch of art for me quite a while ago, and it was some of the best art I've seen. So I saved it and, retweeted and messaged. And then one day, people started stealing his art, which I got very pissed off at. I don't like it when people steal art. And they were posting it to me. And this hasn't happened since.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because the person who was trying to steal the art, because they were taking Chalky Box's art, lowering it down to a really low resolution somehow, and then reposting it, and then saying, "Hey Peter, I made some fan art for you. Can you retweet and like it and thank me?" And no, it's not your art. So I publicly shamed him, and I credited Chalky Boxes with that art instead. And that's basically how we started talking. And he's a really nice guy, and has been a great friend to me for the past year. He's helped out with a lot of projects, shown me a lot of great art, and that's how we met, I guess. Hey, Brodacious.
Oh, Brodacious is in the chat now.
And Bloops. A lot of people from my server.
Yeah. And then a lot of people from my server. Oh, the live chat has just become its own thing. I've been mostly on the dock, so I haven't been able to see the live chat.
Oh, by the way, I didn't answer the last question, the story of Peterscraps SFM model. Yeah. Basically, after all of that, I got pissed off and I thought, well, what if I had a model of Peterscraps? So I went out and I thought, well, what's the best person? Who do I know that makes models? And that's Pybun. So I commissioned Pybun to make a Peterscraps model, and it came out great. And now Pybun is my new thumbnail maker.
I can see why. It's very good looking.
I respect her very much. She makes art, models, animations, you name it. Very creative person.
I very much wanted to get a commission, but I honestly have no idea how.
I guess contact her on Twitter. Ask for commissions and then see if you want to get one.
Isn't there like a schedule they do where if you're working on like 7 projects at once and then a slot opens up? I've heard a lot of people do that. Like,
oh yeah, but you can always send them a DM and see what they're up to.
All right. I usually do it through Discord, but Twitter's good too.
Pretty sure Pybun has open DMs.
Yeah. Oh
no, sorry. Pybun has closed DMs. Fuck. Well, try and get in contact with her any way you can then. Maybe Reddit or Steam.
Yeah. You already answered one question again. Is your original mascot, Scraps, actually inspired by the dots in Carnival of Carnage?
No, but I did notice that similarity, and a lot of people try and draw parallels with my mascot with other things, like especially Blobscott, fucking that ghost from Undertale.
Oh yeah, I mean they do look similar.
They do. Napster Block. There we go. Napster Block. No, it wasn't based on Napster Block. It wasn't based on the thingy from Carnival Carnage, even though that was a very striking similarity. No, what it was based on was Cloud Kid. And actually, I looked through my old drawings from like 2 years ago, and I found a similar drawing of Scraps. So obviously, I've had this idea for a mascot for a while, even way before YouTube, when I was planning on setting up. Like, about 3 years ago, I thought, well, if I set up a YouTube, then what mascot would I want? So I drew out one. So if you go to Cloud Kid, it's actually a channel where they showcase music, but their mascot is similar.
Oh,
I've always been inspired by the idea of silhouettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in stream chat. Just around. God damn it! Can you enable that or make me mod or something?
okay. It might take a while. Wait, you can
Take a while.
take
I
a
just
while.
posted a link. Fuck it, I'll put it in my Discord chat or something. I don't know.
You're moderator now.
Yay!
You're a moderator for my channel now.
There we go.
Very
So I
nice.
posted a link. That's just a random video on Cloud Kid's channel, and that mascot is what I based mine off.
I always thought it was a cum ghost.
Cum ghost. I don't know. It's so ambiguous that people don't really know what to categorize it as. People take comfort in comparing things to other things.
Yeah.
I feel. So when people compare it to I don't know, a deer or an antler or maybe a sperm or maybe it's a ghost, at its most basic level, it is basically a ghost.
Yeah. A moose ghost.
A moose ghost,
I have a
kind of.
I have a ton.
I don't know what it is. No one else knows what it is. It's completely unique, and that's what makes it good.
Video theory. I was about to say game theory for some reason. What was your weirdest trade encounter?
I don't have one. I honestly can't. I'll tell you about my first trade encounter, which I haven't told anyone. Basil, I wanted to get into trading. This was back when I was still a free to play, by the way. So Basil gave me one hat. I think it was Basil, or someone gave me a hat. It was the trophy belt. And I wanted to get into trading while I was still a free to play. What I wanted to do was get the most expensive backpack I could while still being a free to play. Because not many people know this, but trading stipulations when it comes to free to play, any item you receive while in game for free while you're a free to play, you can't trade. Whether that be achievement items or weapons that you earn or hats that you get from achievements, you can't trade those. But if anyone trades you something, those items that you receive from someone, you can trade. So what I did was I got a hat, and I wanted to start from there with a backpack with only 50 slots. And I traded a trophy belt for a dirty trophy belt and a couple refined, and I got scammed so fucking hard. My first ever trade was a up and up, just straight up scam.
I never really started
A
trading.
dirty trophy belt. I don't think I even...
Wow.
Okay, my memory's fuzzy, but it was a hat for a trophy belt, and it was a dirty trophy belt, but I didn't know the difference between a dirty trophy belt and a clean one. And it was just the fact that it was uncraftable meant that it was worth one refined less. And one refined in those days was meant like was a seventh of a key. You know, it's worth in fact no, it was a fifth of a key. It was worth quite a lot.
And now it's just gone way up.
Goes way up.
Up.
Stick it up your butt, Muddy.
Okay, perfect sentiment. Also, that idea, getting the richest backpack you can with trading for free to play.
Nah, fuck that. I'm so done with trading.
Somebody needs to pick that up. That's a pretty interesting idea.
It is an interesting idea, and I wish someone would do that, because it does make an interesting trading series for nowadays climate, but I can't be asked to do it myself, man. Like, I don't give a shit about trading anymore. I really don't. And even if I did do trading series, I remember the first trading series I ever watched, I went back to watch it a couple of weeks ago, and it is so abundant how this guy uses his YouTube fame to abuse the trading system. Like, he goes, oh, hey guys, I'm going to trade up from 1 scrap to a 0.66 item. Okay, well, okay, he's admitted that he knows who I am and he's just doing this as a donation, but let's ignore that. You can totally do this. Like, he's pretending that these people don't know him when they clearly do.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad way to abuse that.
If you're going to do a legit trading series, I say get a new, fresh account that no one recognizes you from, and trade up from there. Don't use your main YouTube account and then think or pretend that anyone doesn't know you when they're seriously overpaying for stuff that you're selling.
Yeah.
I got kind of pissed off that because that set some really high expectations for me.
Oh, I'm Peterscraps, the very famous YouTuber. You should
Sadly, that would probably work. I really would.
Yeah. I mean, if I knew like an item that you would actually use, I'd probably donate it to you. Because I have
That's
no
what people do.
Yeah.
Like one guy sent a screenshot to me on Twitter like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you a professional kill streak kit for your medigun," which I would use quite a lot, and I would be really appreciative of that. I don't know if he's gonna do it. That'd be really nice if he did it. Probably give him a shout out, but you know, you never know. I mean, one guy. Here's another story. It's quite another short story. Maybe I should get these short stories together and put them into one video. But one guy was going to donate to me a Blizzardy Storm Team captain.
Oh, that would have been back when the days when it was all class.
He contacted me. He opened a trade window. He put in his Blizzardy Storm Team captain, and you know what I did?
You
I said, "Don't put it in." No, I didn't. God damn it! No, I would never do that. I said, "Okay, hang on." I said, "Hang on. Let me just close out this trade window for a second," and then I closed out the game. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to get the trade window because you can't screenshot the trade window in game because I wanted to capture the trade window so I could thank him in a video for donating to me a Blizzardy Storm Team captain. And this guy was serious. He was really serious about donating this Blizzardy Storm Team captain. Like, he'd messaged me, he was genuine. But after I closed out the game, he didn't, like, he wouldn't trade with me anymore, and then a day later he defriended me. And I don't know what happened with that. I think he thought that I was recording and he wanted to get a trade in during the game, in which case my decision to want to credit him with screenshots and thank him actually made it so he didn't want to donate to me. I don't know, that traumatizes me because like a Blizzardy Storm is my favorite low tier unusual effect, and Team Captain is like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like, it's up there with the killer exclusive in terms of hats. So to this day, I'm still a bit salty about that.
You have all right to be salty about that. All right.
There have been other people over the years who have oh yes, I'm that old. No, there have been other people over the months that have pretended like they're going to donate to me, but you can see them a mile off. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to donate to you this unusual. And then there's so much pussy that they immediately decline the trade.
Like, my problem...
When they offer it... What they do is they offer me a trade, and then as quickly as they conceivably can when they know I'm asleep, they decline it. So I've got, like, these trades in my inbox where there are these god-tier unusuals that are blanked out and trade declined. Yeah.
My problem is that if I were to donate to you, I would actually donate something that you would use. Like a strange weapon you would actually use in game instead of like give away or something.
I don't know. I've become desensitized to strange weapons. I'll use them if in place of unique weapons, but otherwise.
I quite like trade weapons for some reason. Probably because you... Never mind. Do you have any other videos planned after the catch-up video?
This was clearly made a while ago. I have plenty of video ideas. Plenty, enough to last me at least until halfway through next year. But acting on them is a whole other different plan. I scrutinize my video ideas a lot.
What do you mean by...
Why don't... scrutinize. I think of a video idea, I wake up the next morning, I think, is that still a good idea? I think, is that a good idea? Okay, I'll write it down, and then I wake up the next morning, I think, is that still a good idea? Because my problem is that if I get halfway through a video or I start a video that I've spent a couple days on and I think this isn't a good idea, I don't like this video, then I've just wasted a couple days on a video that's never going to come to fruition. I've had this quite a lot where if I get halfway through a video and I get demotivated and I don't like my video anymore, then that video is going to be really shit. It really is. Like there have been a couple of videos, not many, but a couple of videos where I've forced myself to finish the video just because it was so far along in its development that I might as well finish it. But I didn't like it.
Oh. What do you mean by this was made quite long ago? The document?
Nah, just because the catch-up video.
Yeah, that's quite old now. Very old. 2 months old.
Let's see. Plan I-61. Let's delete that. Giveaway reference. To-do list.
To-do list. In the middle of a stream. We got it. We're good.
A video on my VR headset that costed me 40 quid. The Parashark video. Basil loses his shit. Wow, I've deleted quite a few video ideas.
Wow.
Perfectly normal and not. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This would be a good video. Perfectly normal and non-wacky gameplay video. E.g., inverted maps, inverted video, 2 times slower speed, 2 times faster speed post-process, speed up video, and then invert it.
That sounds like a pretty cool idea.
The idea is that it's going to be a perfectly normal video up until the end of the video when you realize that the video itself has been inverted and the map was inverted and the video itself was recorded at half speed and is being played back at double speed.
Like your mind just gets blown at the end of the video.
Pretty much. I guess it's like a Fight Club in that aspect, but it's not nearly as impactful.
Pretty much, yeah. Is there another reason that you stopped making videos other than just like laziness, like personal business, like a job or something?
I have no excuse. I simply got burnt out. I said in my 10,000 subscriber video that I would never get burnt out because this is the only thing I've ever been good at, that I've had a passion for, and that's not true. That really isn't true. I did get burnt out. I make videos at maybe not a slower rate, but definitely I think things through a little differently than when I first started out. I for those couple of months I really did just get lazy.
That's perfect.
I have no excuse. I got burnt out. Lazy, same thing. Same fucking thing. I could not bring myself to make or edit videos. I loved editing. Whenever I got myself into editing, I enjoyed every second of it. But the idea of starting editing just repulsed me to the point where I felt like I'd want to throw up.
That happens a lot with me as well. So that's sort of the reasons why I asked. Here's a interesting question. When you described the Peterscraps YouTube poop in the catching up video, it sounded like you were cringing or something after the clip played. Like, yeah. Was there like
That's called viewer empathy. I actually like the YouTube poop a lot, but you know how YouTubers, when they're describing a sad situation, they act sad and they put sad music over the videos?
Mm-hmm.
That's called viewer empathy. They don't actually feel sad. They don't need to put that sad music over it, but to a certain point they need to act as if they're cringing, or they act as if they're sad to make the viewer feel as if they should be feeling what they're feeling. Like, for instance, if I got cancer, then I'd make a video as if I was making a big announcement, and then I'd just ended off with, I have cancer. Like, you know, imagine if any other YouTuber were to make a video where they've got cancer, they'd do the works. They'd do waterworks, they'd do fucking sad music, they'd do all sorts, but
they have to have like the really slow voice. They just like, guys.
The deep breath at the beginning of the video. It's serious. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a really,
but they don't actually feel like that. Like Tomska is another YouTuber that I really respect. He does viewer empathy a lot. Like that video, when people go to see that video, they're gonna think, "Holy shit!" You know, a lot of my viewers won't know what the original YouTube poops were, so I guess that was just a bout of viewer empathy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain this away as best I can, but I really can't.
No. I can understand from.
No, I don't have cancer. I don't fucking have cancer, Jackal.
Peter.
I just said if I did have cancer, that's what would happen. Jesus, man.
Did you have cancer, Peter?
No, I have autism. Anyway.
You also said that Soundsmith was in the background of you recording this. What was his reaction to the YouTube poop?
I don't know what we were. Oh no, he was in the background of
the game.
Sorry, no. You probably don't know how the video is produced anyway. Basically what happened was me and Sam Smith were talking maybe about the big project, although I don't think it was that early. We were just talking about stuff, and then while we were talking, Pybun released her final model of the Peterscraps, and so I downloaded it and loaded it into SFM. Then while we were talking, I started messing around with Peterscraps, and those screenshots were legit. Like,
yeah,
those screenshots were taken as I was laughing my ass off talking to Sam Smith, messing around with the model, and that recording was live. So,
okay. Yeah, I don't actually know part of how your videos are made.
They aren't made consistently, I'll tell you that.
They are
some
made
of them live, some of them
consistently. Do you feel like 2 videos a month is fine as long as they're videos you're confident and proud of?
Yes. Tell me, do you watch JonTron?
Yes.
Do you know how inconsistent that little shit is?
Yes.
You can disappear for half a year and just come back with one of the best videos he's ever made. He is...
Yeah.
I think JonTron is the pinnacle of what YouTube can offer in terms of content.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I respect him on the highest level, and I can still respect him even if he only uploads once a month or disappears for half a year. That still makes what content he produces worth it.
Just a JonTron hiatus.
So if I act in the same way, then I guess I can forgive myself in the same way. What I can't forgive is disappearing from YouTube for 3 months and then having literally no excuse and nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that to happen aside from burning out. And even burning out is not something I can afford to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask the obligatory. How exactly did you get into...
Obligatory!
How did you
Obligatory!
Obligatory. I said it wrong. Jeez.
You said obligatory.
Obligatory. The obligatory statement. How did you get into TF2?
I honestly don't fucking know. I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. All I know is that the last thing I remember watching before I wanted to get TF2 and I installed Steam to get TF2, I remember searching on YouTube TF2, and the first video that came up was Yogscast. And the first thing I saw on TF2 from Yogscast was them playing on a massive desk with sandwiches.
Oh.
And it seemed like the most god-awful fucking... It was the worst example of TF2 you could give. Like, if you were to say to someone TF2 and show them something, then what the Yogscast had on their screen was the worst example. But I still thought, fucking hell, I want this game.
So
the first game I ever got into was Doomsday, and there are a bunch of Russian people arguing in chat. And then the second game I had was the admin who was abusing his powers by no clipping from one side of the map to the other, and I was convinced that the bunny ears that he was wearing was
they're magical.
Somehow responsible for that.
The magic bunny ears.
Yeah, and I wanted those expensive ass bunny ears so I could jump from one side of the map to the other.
They're like 23 keys now. It's like ridiculous.
God, they used to be like 43. God,
Really?
They must have gone down quite a bit.
They're
Yeah, they used to be. I believe they used to be 2.5 times the price of buds.
Yeah, I think they went down because of the
buds, the buds crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you leaving? Oh, In the video, the Fishman brothers, your brother is a noob. Does he still play TF2?
He's genuinely a noob. He doesn't play TF2 as religiously as I do. And actually, even I don't play TF2 religiously. He's just bad at the game. He just doesn't know how to play as well as I do. He can play TF2. He can bring himself to it. He likes the game. He likes the community, but he's just straight up a noob.
Wow. Do you play TF2 like a religion?
No. I play a lot more games than TF2. In fact, TF2 is one of my lesser played games. I just like the community.
That's interesting. All right,
Please. Next question.
I was gonna ask who has done your thumbnails, but you mostly said previously Joe and then Cybun.
Pretty much Joe. And then up until I-61, in 61 seconds, it's now Pybun.
Yeah.
Pybun is a very talented artist in many different ways. I'm going to be right back. I need to get more ice and go to the toilet.
Bye. Did you fall over?
Don't shit talk me while I'm away.
I won't. I don't think I have much
to chatters.
I don't have much to say. Alright, so we are currently moving into the probably the final section of the podcast where we will answer the last couple of questions I have on the sheet, and then answer the questions that you guys have. And oh boy, since the live chat has just completely gone out for me, I'll just say you can put the questions in the Discord. Alright, I'm gonna gather the last bit of questions. Peterscraps is gay. Did you hear that?
And I'm back. Why are you laughing?
You didn't hear me. I heard you comment, and then I said, Peterscraps is gay.
I couldn't hear you.
Okay.
If I had my earphones louder, but I turned them down.
Peterscraps is gay is what I said.
It'd only be half right.
You and your boyfriend Basil. Oh my god.
Basil is as straight as a fucking...
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. A fucking is a very straight thing, you know.
Yeah. Well, somebody in your comment section said you like something you have like among the lines of you have a nice boyfriend or something like that, or like your BF is cute. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, people are theorizing that me and Basil are together. That's not true.
Are you sure?
I do mean that.
Yeah.
I know whatever I say is just going to be refuted as, oh, I like that together.
Oh, well, you don't play TF2 as a religion. You should.
Just play as a joke.
Oh my gosh, you have to... Every time you start up TF2, you have to get down on your knees and bow.
Gaben, thank you for this thing. Bless you.
Bless you, Lord Gaben.
And natural disasters are just not updating the game.
Yeah.
This DM's just testing my faith.
Is Gaben dead? He's... No updates. Gaben must be dead.
Gaben and Godstop, the same thing.
Okay, I found my question place again. Why do you not accept Steam friends?
Because it's a pain in the fucking ass to manage, honestly.
Is there like
pretty quickly, I'd hit my friend limit on Steam, and every minute of every hour, I would get annoying notifications from fucking everyone, cringy people I like, absolutely everyone. Like, even when I was at below 1,000 subscribers, I was still getting friend requests, and
yeah.
I think it was about at 5,000 subscribers, I stopped accepting friend requests, and I did that big purge because people were just messaging me all the time, and I was happy to talk to them. I really was, but it got to the point where I was spending more time talking to people than I was doing anything else. And then on top of that, when I didn't want to be bothered, I still got messaged.
Oh.
And it really is just a pain in the ass to manage that many people.
I thought there was. Maybe...
So I only accept friend requests from people who I recognize anymore.
Like me?
Yeah.
Oh, I must send a friend request in immediately.
As long as you don't promise to message me a lot.
I'd probably message you through Discord if I message you.
Yeah, that's what I prefer. Like, if people, I would say I leave my DMs open on Twitter, but generally stuff doesn't get through there. I also leave my DMs open on Discord.
Yeah.
People think that they can become my friends by sending me really dank memes.
I mean, that's a good way to make friends.
Not really, because it's not interesting. It doesn't say hi. Like, if someone sends me a fetus dabbing, which has actually happened, they think that they're cool and they can get with me. And hi, sending me a fetus dabbing is not the best way to communicate with me. I'll just say.
That's why I was honestly a little bit afraid to send in the second
An aborted fetus, by the way.
Yeah.
Basil just messaged me, Peter, can you add me on Steam, please? I am a big fan.
Oh my gosh, I have to type in right now. Peters, I need you in my friends list, please.
Also, can I add that saying in your Steam profile, the biggest and most highlighted text, I'm not adding any more people right now, doesn't stop anyone. It's literally just a button there. Oh, he's telling me not to add him because I don't know him. I'm just going to press it anyway because why not? Maybe he'll accidentally add me.
Oh, why not? It's worth a shot.
Which happened twice, and then they messaged me immediately by spamming me, and then I unfriended them, which was nice.
That's why I was honestly...
And Steven and Basil are just messaging me like, oh yeah, I'm a big fan. They're in chat right now. They're in general.
Well, wow.
Okay, I'll go for 3.
What? What happened?
Yeah, they're all in chat.
What are they trying to do? They're trying to boycott the cast?
No, everyone who's watching the stream are in my chat right now in general.
Wait, they're all watching the stream together?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's honestly hilarious.
Steven messaging my like, fuck me, Jerry.
Wow, that's pretty funny, actually. That's part of the reason why I honestly was afraid to send in the second Peterscraps meme to you on Discord, was because, you know, just sending in videos without context just doesn't make any sense.
Jesus Christ, they're all messaging me now.
Look,
they're all messaging me.
I can't even see the live chat, because,
Basil says Slowy owes me a blowy.
Tell him I do not.
Hey, Baz, he does not.
Okay, I might accept it from Baz. Wow. Okay, alright.
He does.
I do.
He says, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what is the weirdest experience you've had with a fan or somebody on your friends list?
I don't know. There's a lot of awkward people who message me who, I don't know, like if people, I'm not going to go into that, but I think someone sending me a dead fetus who's dabbing is probably one of the weirder ones.
That is kind of odd.
Yeah,
Just no context.
just sending me a dead fetus who's dabbing.
Yeah.
That is something that you do with a normal person.
Yeah, I mean, I totally send my friend Sergeant Picklehead a dead fetus.
That's dabbing.
Oh yeah, a dead dabbing fetus.
Fucking
That's
don't
like-
do that.
That's like the new
If
meta.
Person who's watching, if you're watching, if you're messaging me, don't do that. I'm not responding to you for a reason.
I usually
Like a lot of the time, if I don't respond to someone, it's just because I'm incompetent and I don't know what notifications are. But I'm not responding to you for a reason.
Is that why you didn't respond to me? Like when I did notify you?
I did.
Oh.
Maybe those messages didn't go through, but I did respond.
Oh, okay. Like at 11? Because I was ready at 10 and I messaged you at 10, but nah.
Oh, you're American, aren't you?
Yes, I am American. You can.
All right, it's only like 8 o'clock for us.
You can shave me if you want. I don't care. All right. Actually, I already kind of asked that question. Except for on that note, in the trailer of Blapco, it said Blapperture is back. Do you know what the original Blapperture Co was? I have no idea, honestly.
The original Blapchico was basically as it was now, but it was originally hosted on Steam, and the people who were in it didn't really promote it or get in with the community much. Steam groups aren't the best place to foster a YouTubing community. Discord is a much better place.
Discord is much better.
Yeah, so it basically died because of inactivity. So when Timo brought it back, it was back, and it stayed that way.
Especially since Discord has had a lot of frequent updates.
Definitely, it's much better community.
Yeah. Maybe. It really depends.
Well, people can be much more active, and
yeah. I mean, it just depends on the majority, because I've heard many people say that Discord is terrible for the communities that get ruined because of it.
Nah, Discord is one of the better. In fact, I believe Discord's one of the best places for communities.
Yeah.
Reddit's devoid, Steam's devoid, YouTube channels the birthplace, Twitch channels the birthplace. So really, the only place where you can truly share and message, and I guess Discord's just like the in between of everything.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm a partner, can't you?
Yeah, I know.
I'm plugging this shit because I care about it.
I know. I saw it on Twitter when you showed you had the sweatshirt, the Discord one.
Yeah, I got the. I have it right next to me right now.
Oh, nice.
In fact, I'm wearing it. It went missing. I guess it's been in my brother's house.
Support.
Discord partner. Should have taken that to I-61.
Discord, let's kill Skype.
Yeah, Skype's a stupid service. Even
I hate
like,
Skype.
yeah, like I can't even log into Skype. Every time I log into Skype, I have to make a new account.
Yeah, I personally
So stupid. Even without video calling,
we have
Discord is still better.
Yeah, Discord has video calling.
Although
now.
partners, Nitro users and partners can do screen sharing and video calling, which is nice.
I thought they added video calling for everybody now in the most recent update.
Oh, did they? Sweet.
I thought they did. Yeah. Like a while ago, they added it up to 40%.
Yeah, it's just because like voice calling is very much different to video calling. Like you need a much higher bit rate, up from like 64 to like 2 megs.
Yeah.
64 kilobytes to 2 megs. Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out if the next question is actually good enough because you kind of already answered it. And then
I'll just answer it and I'll see what I can do.
Like, how was I-61 overall?
Citation needed.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the vlogs. I'm just like, I don't need to ask this.
Pretty much. I mean, the I-61 vlog pretty much answered that.
Yeah, because
it was perpetual happiness for the entire weekend.
yeah. Except for that one time where we all played TF2, and then that spawned the balls meme.
I don't remember that.
Okay. It was the time where we played Mario Party in TF2.
Still don't remember that.
Okay. I'm
pretty sure you're talking about WarioWare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am too.
I believe that was when I announced my Discord server first night. No, that was really great. Like 40 people in the same server.
Oh.
Same voice chat.
I honestly thought it was quite earlier.
No, that was when I announced my Discord server publicly on a video, the catch-up video.
Oh yeah, that.
About 500 people joined, and then 40 of those joined voice chat.
I joined because of your Twitter when you announced it there.
Yeah.
And then you already answered the one that the Pyro Shark connect. The Pyro. Oh, actually no, I didn't. Never mind. Will the first Pyro Shark video connect to the next one, the one that you're making?
Kind of. I'm using assets from the first video, and the first video was kind of just it happened, so I might as well make a video around it. The second one was an organized event.
The Pyro Shark cinematic universe.
The Pyro Shark cinematic universe. It is kind of. I'm building a universe around the Pyro Shark event. It really is. Like, for instance, first it starts out in the 1970s, and then as it goes along, aliens take over in the 2000s, and then 10 years later it gets rebuilt, and it's the whole series is meant to be a sort of loop around a history of the Pyro Sharks.
Wow. Very, very thought-provoking.
It's ambitious as fuck, and I hope it doesn't fall flat on its face.
I don't think it will. There's a lot of hype for the Pyro Shark.
The amount of time we put into it, I really fucking hope it doesn't.
Okay, and now we're moving on to Discord questions. So, like, the final segment. You finally don't have to sit here anymore. Demonite69 asks, why do you think your channel blew up?
Because I put effort into my videos, and I just waited for it to happen. And when it did happen, I was pleasantly surprised. Short answer.
Is the story of trading up to an unusual as FP free to play true? Oh my god.
It's only half true because that happened over 2 accounts. The first part of the video where I traded up from the smallest amount happened over 2 accounts because the first account got frozen, and the second account became free to play. So yes, that entire story was true. However, halfway through, I changed accounts.
Oh. And then, Demo Knight's final question is, will you get a shark dropped on your head at 100k? No.
I don't know what's going to happen at 100k. It honestly depends on how big the shark is, because I don't want to break my neck. I don't want to fucking die. I really don't.
I don't want you to die either. That would suck.
Yeah, so something's going to happen with a shark, but I don't particularly know what it is. Like, having a shark dropped on my head from a story up, that's going to kill me.
Yeah.
So I'll do something. Maybe something with blowing up keyboards with fireworks and having been literally beaten up with a shark. I don't know.
1812 on keyboards.
I'm kind of scared of 100k because this was all Luke's idea, and I don't know how it's going to come together. I really don't. I don't have a plan for this. This was all just Luke's impromptu sort of promises.
Just do 1812 on a keyboards, and then blow everything.
If I don't do it, then people are going to be very disappointed. So I'm kind of obligated to do it at this point.
What? Peterscraps no do thing for 100k? I'm mad.
Never my idea in the first place.
I'm very disappointed in you, Peter.
I am disappointed.
You are disappointment.
I am disappointment. The embodiment.
Okay. Basil asked you something. Do you want me to share it?
I have the lowest expectations.
So, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. How do you stop your nosebleeds?
I've always had an issue with nosebleeds throughout my life. It comes on, it comes off for years at a time. I believe it was about 6 months ago, from a year then onwards, I had huge issues with random nosebleeds that just started up. Like, for instance, when the Basil laughing thing happened, I laughed so hard I started nosebleeding.
Oh.
It just happens.
No,
And there's no way to stop it. There's no way to start it. It just fucking happens.
no, that's understandable. I have a friend that has that happen to him.
Like, I remember when I was about 7 years old, I spent the entire Christmas day hunched over a toilet bowl just bleeding. I must have lost about half a pint that day.
Wow. That sucks.
I had to wait to open my presents.
Did it like...
Depressing shit with Peterscraps.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling so sad. Bloop says, how do you feel about making the Pyro Shark video as a community collaborative effort? How do you,
It first started out as kind of... I did have a direction. When I first recorded it, the recording went defunct because that's when my graphics card just fucking shat itself. So the second time I did the Pyro Shark recording, I was so close to just writing off the video and never doing it. Don't try to dodge the questions. I don't know which question that is. Sorry, what was the question you asked again?
I think I asked it wrong. He said, how do you feel about making videos like the Pyro Shark video with community collaborative efforts? Like...
Oh, right. Okay, that's a bit different. I don't know how to answer that, actually. I'm very happy because, you know, these types of videos require a certain amount of coordination and community, and there needs to be other people to help me. And that sort of brings people together. There is definitely a sense of community when I record. Like, the Pyro Shark video was originally recorded on the day that I announced my Discord server, so...
Oh, that makes sense.
No, not on the day. I believe it was like a week later. I don't know. But
because
it makes me proud.
Proud Papa Peter.
Proud Papa Peter.
You are proud Papa Peter. Poppy Scraps.
Papa Scraps. Fuck. I hope that doesn't become a meme.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Well, the 8 people are watching.
Actually, you don't want to trust me. Because that may not become a meme.
Your chat is filled with high noon faces. Noon with face.
I honestly cannot see the chat. The chat went out for me.
I can see it.
Like
you've only got 8 people. You've only got 8 people, but trust me, you've got like Twitch levels of emo spam.
Well, that's good, I guess. I can't even see it because it says the video playback was interrupted when I left. I think it was when I left.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like over an hour now. Logan asks, where are the other scraps of Peter?
I'm not entirely sure what he's asking, but okay, first off, there are many, many different variations of my mascot. It's been redesigned in so many different ways, from so many different perspectives, that it's kind of I kind of expected that. Peterscraps' mascot is kind of a blank slate. The other Peterscraps, if you meant like videos, like Scraps videos, I have plenty of videos that I never released, which I might plan on releasing on my second channel. Is like, hey, these are videos that were never finished. You might as well have them.
Peterscraps.
Peterscraps. Like, for instance, a recording of me. I'll just play the audio through you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this drawing of a man turns me on!
So yeah.
Oh wow, that's great.
You know, Take On Me. How that woman in the like 70s diner stares at a drawing of a man, and she gets like, you can see how you
Gets really high and just goes into the world.
I don't know, the idea of her just staring at a drawing of a man and getting really turned on made me laugh, so it recorded me doing like ear rape. Oh yeah, this drawing of a man turns me on.
It was perfect though. It was beautiful. Very good.
That'll go alongside some other videos that were never released. I'll do a series on my second channel, unreleased videos.
That would be nice. You've got me hooked.
I'll upload an unreleased video every day.
Oh yeah, daily Peterscraps uploads.
Daily, this never got finished.
Daily dose of happiness.
I know. The further I delve into my files, the more I find, and it's worrying.
Just worrying how much stuff you have.
Yeah.
Just a never-ending abyss of Peterscraps videos.
I mean, some of these videos are never going to be finished, and they're never going to be uploaded as unfinished videos either, because they're in pieces. But
yeah,
like for every video that I make, there's an unfinished one.
How about let's say 3 unfinished ones?
It's more than that. Some of them are second channel ones that I never could be asked to upload.
Okay, the next one is, Dear Peterscraps, why the fuck do you talk to Slow? He is a nerd, a concerned citizen, deputy.
Remember that unwritten rule I mentioned a while ago?
Yeah.
It was like, if you record a voice line for someone, same goes for podcasts. And just appearing or playing with someone, it's just something you do. And I enjoy doing it, so might as well.
Nice. Because if I were to ask, I would honestly be terrified.
Also, you're a nerd.
I am a nerd.
Peter is actually 5'2" hashtag.
I saw that in the
I'm
chat
5'8", and I will prove that, you little bitch.
Ear rape intensifies. You gonna prove it?
Give me a tape measure, bitch.
Oh, man, I'd have to ship it all the way across the world.
Don't worry, I get one.
Just
you know, I could just send Basil an exact measurement of my height, and he would still deny it.
Or just like do it in chat to prove them all wrong.
Maybe I'll make a video out of that. Who knows?
Peterscraps is short. The video. Fox Fisher asks, how did you first notice Slow?
I typed in Peterscraps into Google and then went as deep as I could. I found some very weird shit on a lot of websites, but ultimately I also found your video, so that's how I discovered you. You uploaded a video. If you can't get enough is British Peterscraps. And I thought, wow. What?
What? Is this person autism?
Ultimately I felt flattered. Because it's kind of a nice thing to discover.
Really?
Yeah, a sort of tribute.
That's honestly the completely opposite reaction I've been having for like a year. Which is hilarious.
I felt humbled.
Okay, I think this is the final question unless we have questions in chat. Is there anything in chat right now?
Do you still shove tampons in your nose, says Stephen.
Oh.
That is a reference to a very specific event that happened.
Oh yeah, Basil asked that on the Discord server. I forgot to add that.
You motherfuckers, I don't feel shame saying this, but while I was over getting drunk at Basil's house, I had a nosebleed that was really bad, but I didn't have any tissues. I had like one tissue that I brought with me, and that was it. And I had already used that, so I didn't have anything else to use, and it was really desperate, so someone just fucking I don't know who it was, Basil or fucking Sarah, but
Too
one
drunk
of
to
them had the
remember.
idea, shove a tampon up your nose. Do you know how effective a tampon is at stopping nosebleeds?
Super effective.
It really is. Like, tampons are great at stopping nosebleeds. And I know that sounds really stupid,
No, it
but
doesn't.
tampons are the best thing to stop nosebleeds. They absorb everything, and they also act as a plug. So,
I
you
mean,
know,
it honestly.
I
makes-
don't feel ashamed. It's stupid, and it happened, and it sounds absurd, but it worked. It fucking worked. Fuck you.
It honestly makes perfect sense.
It does. It's effectively the same thing. We're all pissing ourselves, says Basil. I'm gonna join General for a sec.
What? All right.
Okay, I exited chat just as Baz lost his shit.
Oh my gosh, Baz is just like
So yeah, they're losing their shit right now.
they're all just in chaos just because we both agree on something that's
It fucking works, okay?
we both agree on something that's completely stupid, but everybody else loses their shit.
Yes.
All right, and I guess the final question is, Sergeant Picklehead asks, how does it feel knowing that you've turned me into Sergeant Picklehead?
Great.
What?
Great. It was entirely unintentional, and you own that identity. I didn't make it for you. You own it.
He owned it. He turned it into a meme. I don't remember how many times we've mentioned that over the past couple of days when
Again, I didn't even realize it. Like, I mildly realized it. I didn't bother to re-record it, and then it gets mentioned months later, and I'm like, this is why I don't make mistakes in recording.
because it becomes a meme.
Pretty much.
Oh, Peter did something wrong. Let's just abuse it. Because Peter is a human.
When you're under the scrutiny of so many people, things get a little complicated.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I used to have a very lax video editing style. You know, I could record a video, just fucking any type of video, not be too concerned with what was in it, spend 2 or 3 days editing it in a semi basic way, and then upload it. But it's got a lot more complicated nowadays now that I'm under the scrutiny of so many people.
Were those like your first couple videos? The Piss Brothers, the Piss Friends and stuff like that?
Pretty much anything. The fucking Mackerel Brothers, the Piss Brothers, anything before that was just pure, unbridled, like vanilla Peterscraps.
You and Basil be Piss Brothers.
Oh yeah, Piss Brothers. Wait, I never released Piss Brothers, did I?
No, it's
Oh wait, no, sorry. I had a video which I recorded with Basil that never got released.
Is it Piss Brothers 2? Even
Oh no,
pissier?
I think it was Firework. I don't know. I had one video that I plan on releasing that I never did. So maybe that'll be in my second channel.
One video that you've won?
Jackal Guy says, can we get some fan art of Peter with tampons up his nose?
You know what? I honestly want to do that now. I am a very confident artist.
No, knowing my community, that'll probably happen.
Yeah.
But one of the artists, probably Chalky Boxes.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see an artwork of that and I'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
I
What the
don't
fuck has happened to General?
It's just chaos, probably. I'm gonna take a wild guess.
I don't like General anymore.
What do you mean?
I don't like General. I'm going to get a tape measure. I don't have a tape measure. Never mind.
Are you going to prove the audience wrong?
I'll tell you what. I'll make General a not safe for work chat. Now, no kids can get in.
Oh boy. They're all gonna game up in Galactic Conquest.
There we go. General's now not safe for work. No kids can get in. Nah, it doesn't matter. Several people are typing. Fuck you.
Oh my gosh, wow. Oh my gosh, I just checked General. Oh my god. The tape measure lies.
Hey, when my fans lie about me, I can prove them wrong. I can prove them fucking wrong. I can go in. I can get a scientific measurement of my height.
Oh man, this is just like one of the biggest, most open-ended endings ever. This has to be. We have to have a sequel where we find out Peter's height.
Do you have a question for me?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I've asked all my questions. They're all done.
All right.
Is it
Pretty
over?
sure I already asked my question for you, but
The only question for me?
what's
What?
my favorite video for you?
My favorite video from you?
Basil said the tape measure lies.
Oh shit.
Fuck you, Basil! Basil, stop the TTS shit.
TTS is great. There was a night on a Discord server where everybody got access to TTS. It was just complete chaos.
Ah, fuck. When my Discord server first got made, I didn't know what TTS was, so that shit happened for quite a while before I realized what was happening.
Yeah. It happened for about a night, and then I realized, oh.
I allowed Basil to have every single permission. Maybe that was a mistake. It was only once. Okay, I know it was only once.
Well, he has the Peter ain't got this roll, bitch roll. It's the best
So have
roll.
I. So have I.
You have like every single roll.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you zoom out in Discord, you can't see my name.
Oh my god. Wow. I'm just imagining. Just Discord adding roll limits. That day. Oh my gosh. Demonites. Oh my god. Demonite the God.
Demonite for just a second had the same role as me.
Demonite the God. Will I get to be God?
Hey, what if I do that again?
Do that again. We're just messing around on Discord now. It's great.
Pretty much.
Like basically what happened was
His name never came up as red as well, because he's spamming so much.
Oh my gosh, wow.
That's his fault.
That's his dealio. Basically what happened.
No, you're not God. You forfeited that.
Oh, can I become God?
No.
I
don't trust you.
You don't trust me, yet you trust Demonite.
I don't trust Demonite either. I only gave him the role for like 2 seconds. What can he do in 2 seconds? I don't know, delete the server? Yeah, I doubt that.
You can destroy the world in 2 seconds.
£1 million.
Destroy the world in 2 seconds.
Being a bit random.
Like I literally.
Anyway, this was a nice interview. I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope I.
This has been like over 2 hours, I think.
Seriously? Jesus Christ, it was.
I
hope I answered most of your questions and
it was
kept most of the things a secret. And I shall hopefully. I don't know. I kind of want to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds with Steven now. Bye.
Please don't leave me, Peter.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
You're back. And then
No, we should say a proper goodbye. Okay, this has been me and Slowking for the Slowking podcast, episode 5.
The Slowcast.
We thank you for joining us, and goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll see you. No. All right. I'll see you guys on the next episode.